damn anything like getting your throat slashed when you with the sabers and hockey or what have you. The natural uh, uh, um, the natural jeopardy that sports puts you in is enough. And I'm just saying, man, it sucks that we are putting ourselves in this situation to whereas people are expected to put their lives in jeopardy in order to entertain us. Is it fun? Hell yeah, it's fun, man. It's mad fun. But to ask a young person more than anybody, see, I'm going to just use your words against you, big time athletic organization. It's about the kids. Why the hell you got the kids putting their lives in jeopardy? It really pisses me off because I don't understand anymore, y'all. I really don't. And this is not just, oh man, rap going off again. It's just, look, stop bullshitting people, man. Because you know what? You bullshitting a lot of people in my community. Most of these kids are not kids from other cultures. Most of these kids come from disenfranchised community, aka my community, and you willing to just put their lives in jeopardy so you can sell some more damn t-shirts, beer, and other shit. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You know, a lot of people, look, like I said, man, if you agree, disagree, or just want to participate in the show, here's the number, 773-797-2409. 773-797-2409. Agree, disagree, or you know, whatever, what have you. I'm welcome in the conversation. I like having the conversation, but you must agree, brothers and sisters, this is outrageous. Look, guess what? D-Great always put on great shows. As I go through the chat room, my man Chuck put on great shows. Tonight, Mandela put on a great show. Chief Rocker had a great show yesterday. It's 1,000,001 people out here putting on essential things to whereas people are having a good time. But, hey, you know, I ain't trying to put nobody's life in jeopardy. That's it. I see my man RC and he said, but WWE was ruled essential in Florida. The Florida people have officially lost their goddamn mind. I don't know what the hell is going on in the state of Florida. That's why I pray for my cousin Mike, man. Shout out to my cousin Mike, man. I hope him and his family cool. Mr. McMahon and his wife supports 45. Of course he does. That's why I don't watch that clown ass football get down he has, because he came out and made that comment about the kneeling and everybody gonna support the flag. Kiss my ass, you and your flag, Mr. McMahon. The campaign to get reelected. And the governor of Florida also supported 45. What I'm saying is it's concise. Conceded, or I think that's what he said. Again, 773-797-2409 is the number you can reach us at. This is the End of the Bench podcast. Please and thank you for the support. Hit the like button if you can and share to your social media platforms. But again, man, it's just asinine, man. You got people running around here. You want people to put their lives in jeopardy. Let me go back. I see RC said something else. You'll see folks ask for ESPN to take a pay cut and they let ESPN boxing guru Dan Rayful go. See, that's what I'm saying. But they paying this jackass Stephen A. Smith, totally uneducated, always popping off about nothing and nonsense. He getting paid $10 million. Look, am I mad that he getting paid $10 million? No, I am not. Am I mad about any of that shit? No, I am not. What I am disappointed in is the fact that this clown Stephen A. Smith is getting paid, period, because on my worst day, shot up with heroin, sleepy, smoking crack, drunk and high, and I outdo him. It's easy for me to say that, yo, Rap, you say that every week, and I mean it every week. I'm not even joking. I'm better than Stephen A. Smith at this because he says something stupid and wrong every week, and I don't understand why don't nobody call him out. But I guess, you know, he's the Magic Johnson of sports talk because he's helping everybody else get paid. So my negotiating get down would definitely be, well, wait a minute, man, y'all paying Stephen A. Smith? If I was on TV, that's what I'd be saying. Look, you ain't got to give me $10 million, but y'all paying Stephen A. Smith. How the hell don't y'all want to pay me? Seriously. Back to the matter at hand. Why are you asking young people to sacrifice their lives? Because you don't give a damn. Because these kids are not rich, they're not affluent, they don't come from great situations. Therefore, they are expendable. And because they're expendable, you're asking them to do what the hell they have to do to continue to support your bullshit. Point blank. Period. But up until and including the moments you do, I will stay on your ass. I'm going to stay on your ass. With that being said, let me move on to the next one. Thanks, RC. As usual, RC adds quality to my program. I thank him every week. Now, let me move on to the fun part of the conversation, man. Look, like I said at the beginning of the show, I got the top 10 moments that I believe are the dopest moments in the history of college. In the history of the NBA playoffs. I'm going to do these in segments. Again, you can participate 773-797-2409. So I'm going to reach me at the number 10. The number 10, and y'all, I forgot to add this to the show last night in pre-production. Y'all already know it is the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
top 10 moments in NBA playoff history. A lot of people don't throw in something that they do agree with or don't agree with or want to be a part of or yada, 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 yada. Whatever. The number 10 moment in my watching the NBA playoff history is a moment that most people have forgotten about. It was the 1986 playoffs. It was, everybody wanted to see the rematch with the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics. It was the thing to do in the 80s. But these two dudes who were put together in the 1983 and the 1984 draft, they called Twin Towers, Allen Level, Lewis Lloyd, Robert Reed, and Rodney McCray assisted them. They were the Houston Rockets. They came out of nowhere and was putting it on the Lakers' ass. This is one of the most engaging games I've ever seen in my life. It was Friday night on CBS TV, and Ralph Sampson and Akeem Olajuwon was putting it on the GOAT's ass that night. The Lakers were notorious for making insane runs. If the Lakers got rolling, 99% of the teams on earth, and probably outside of that year, that was probably the first year in my watching basketball. You see the Lakers get that fast break going, and you would probably just fold. The only team that just would just flat out fold was the Boston Celtics at that time. But this season and in this playoff series, it was my main man Hakeem, Tree, Olajuwon, and Big Ralph Sampson. They took those body blows that my man Big Game James, my man Michael Cooper Loop, for those who are big time fans of the Lakers, look it up. Michael Cooper, Hakeem Olajuwon, Michael Cooper, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, AC Green, Kurt Rambis. They were out there, Byron Scott, they were out there doing their damn thing. But this night and this night alone, this series and this night alone, it was game 6, and Hakeem Olajuwon went into a thing. I have never, even it's only one other event that I've seen where King went into it harder. We'll talk about that later. This night, every time the Lakers got on the road, the Houston Rockets said, "We are not afraid of you," and kept that shit moving. The next thing you know, Akeem Olajuwon is beating the hell out of Chuck Nevis. Yes, there was a fight in the NBA, and not one of these push you, hey, somebody grab me fight. Akeem Olajuwon was dropping the Fifth Ward B's on Chuck Nevis, kicking his ass. He was hitting him with some massive blows. So of course, even though it's not the soft NBA that it is today, it was the real NBA. Back in the days, you could get in the fight without getting kicked out. But, the racism jumped up. This 7'7" Chuck Nevis getting smoked by this 6'11" kid by the name of Akeem Olajuwon. And he was busting him in his face real tough. They went to a commercial. By the time they came back from the commercial, the dream was out of there. And Big Ralph Sampson had to take over. Now the Lakers on the road again. Magic Johnson doing his thing. Kareem doing his thing. Kareem a little older. He ain't doing it like he used to. And it comes down to the wire. They inbound the ball. The Lakers finally take the lead with like 1 second on the clock. This is before they was doing the half seconds. Big Ralph Sampson grabs the ball, throws it over the top of his head. The buzzer goes off. The Houston Rockets win. My man Michael Cooper's laying on the floor. This is the number 10 moment in NBA playoff history according to your man HRap B. Holla at your boy. The next week, number 9. Number 9 is Chicago's own Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat were on something. They would look. Shaq had a big contusion on his thigh, and they was packing the paint. So you know, if you pack the paint on Big Shaq, he ain't gonna do a whole lot. He's not gonna do a whole lot. So Dwayne Wade goes to the free throw line 11 to 12,000 times this night. But let's just be honest, man. This is when he was still Flash. This is before the old knees kicked in. He was Flash. He had the athleticism. He had the Marquette toughness, the Chicago toughness, the coaching of Pat Riley, another Chicago kid by the name of Antoine Walker out there hitting them from deep. Gary Payton hitting them from the corner. White Chocolate out there doing his thing. The Miami Heat was in rare form. And Dirk Nowitzki did what he would normally do. He tricked the game, y'all. But outside of him tricking the game and not showing up like he most likely would do in a whole lot of other series, but this was the NBA Finals. This was the only time that they thought they were going to get a chance to win. Dwayne Wade went off. He was unstoppable. Every time he turned around, he was driving to the basket. Man, check that out. Driving to the basket instead of shooting threes. So that actually works. So you mean tell me Dwayne Wade was going to the basket, getting fouled, hitting a bucket, and go to the free throw and hit a shot, and they was giving him 3 points? That's a whole other conversation, y'all. Well, look, Dwayne Wade doing his thing against the Dallas Mavericks, going to the free throw line an alarming amount of times. I got mad love for Wade. Maybe y'all don't, because y'all not from Chicago, but I do. He's from the crib. You got to have mad love for him. Big ups to Dwayne Wade, doing the damn thing, getting it in. Ralph Sampson was a lucky shot. For whatever reason, y'all, my feed is not updating as fast as y'all are putting it in there. Thank y'all for including everything. Oh yeah, Ralph Sampson, that was a lucky shot. Was a very lucky shot. My good friend is a huge Lakers fan. He was so mad. Houston won. He rooted for Boston. Damn, that's an angry dude. Because back in the day, brothers was not rooting for Boston, even though I used to love Larry Bird. My cousin played for the Lakers that year. Rest in peace, Maurice Lucas. Maurice Lucas. Shout out to Maurice Lucas. Y'all know I tease Maurice Lucas, but I'm a big fan of Maurice Lucas. Big up to D-Gray. My favorite thing about Maurice Lucas is he used to punk people out and walk around the league showing that tough man gun. Anytime he was punking dudes out, he punked out Chocolate Thunder, and he punked out a bunch of other dudes. My favorite thing about Maurice Lucas is I've never seen him score, and if I ever see a highlight reel with Maurice Lucas about to score, I'm turning the TV. I'ma die never seeing my man Maurice Lucas score. He my man D-Gray cousin. It goes down that way. Big ups to D-Gray. Thank y'all for participating in the show. Much love. But there it is. I got one more for you. No, I got two more for you. The next one. Look, this was Magic Johnson. This was the first time the Boston Celtics. This is 1987. Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Magic Johnson, fresh off the making his name good on the tragic Magic thing. He had choked. Larry Bird was Larry Legend. This was the last time the Celtics and the Lakers were the Celtics and the Lakers. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale out there playing with a broken bone in his foot. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's redeeming himself. Look, they had Magic choke, Magic get down. Kareem look old, Kareem look young. And this was the rubber match. This was the third competition in the finals for these guys. The final competition between Bird and Magic. Everybody still, he at that point in his life, he was never going to shake the choking in the NBA finals, dribbling the ball off the parquet, all the turnovers and everything they was killing him for. Magic Johnson had rally calls for the play in the fourth quarter to give it to the captain. If you give it to the captain in the post, go ahead and start running down the other end of the court because nobody gonna stop it. But this night, my favorite NBA player of all time, Irvin Magic Johnson, well, not Chicago born, not left-hand player. You know, I got to put that asterisk on that. Magic Johnson says he waves Kareem off. He's dribbling. He goes to the basket with the baby hook. They call it the baby hook. He rammed it in. Larry Bird goes to the corner, misses the shot, and according to Larry Bird, he gave Pat Riley the dirtiest look he could come up with simply because he looked at him like, I'm Larry Bird. Why the hell did you let me shoot it wide open? to have that kind of balls and be that brazen to do